Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute, I'm not going to lie. I will get into why it's been a while since I've posted later on in this video. That's why I kind of wanted to come back with a build video so that I could be chatty. So in today's video, I really wanted to build in Newcrest. If you guys don't know what Newcrest is in The Sims 4, it is a basically blank world that you can just kind of be creative with and build with. And so I really wanted to build Newcrest, and I got inspired when Businesses and Hobbies came out to make kind of like originally I wanted it to be kind of like Valaris, if that's how you pronounce that town, from like Akutar, and have like the river going through it and stuff. Originally, I kind of wanted it to be like that, but then it kind of turned into kind of like Main Street kind of situation, at least from like my hometown. Our Main Street is kind of like super old buildings like this, and I actually worked at one of the diners in my old hometown, and it has, used to be like a hotel, and they changed it to be like an apartment on the top of the diner. So I kind of loosely based it off of that, but it's like family run. So everybody in this family that I'm going to show you like owns a business and like lives in the like housing up top. So I wanted to start off with that first in Newcrest because I wanted to play around with businesses and hobbies. And to be honest with you guys, this build took me a while because my game has been broken for so long with so many glitches to the point that it's just been like unplayable for me again. So let's go ahead and load on into this game. While the game is loading, let me give you guys a friendly reminder to hit the subscribe button down below so that you don't miss any videos from me. I have a lot of build ideas coming out. So if you don't want to miss them, if you like the ones that you're going to see today, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on so that you don't miss anything from me, because we have a lot of fun stuff in the works coming up. For those of you who don't know, this gaming computer that I use to do my filming and stuff with, it's actually my husband's, and I just benefit from getting to use it when he's not actively playing. He gives me so much crap because the only like things that I play is like The Sims and stuff, but like it's fun. Anyway, okay. So I'm like dealing with so much. There's like 3 keyboards on here. We have the Xbox controllers, headset, microphone, mouse, audio setup. Anyway, so there's a lot going on, but that's not what's important. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this build, and I'm also going to introduce you guys to my Sims. So the Sims that we're going to be focusing on right now are kind of like the parents. This is Elijah Tubbs. He is the dad, and he's going to be owning what we're going to be building today, which is Riverback Cafe. And this is his lovely wife, Eileen Tubbs. She's super cute. I think she looks like a beautiful sassy little grandma, and I love that. I originally kind of wanted this to be Valaris from Akutar, and so I did kind of start playing with some terrain manipulation, and I did make a pond because this is Midtown Meadows in Newcrest for anyone who is interested in where I'm building this at. And it does have kind of like I don't know what you would call that, kind of like a dam river situation that is going on in the back, and then it has a fishing pond on the side. And so I thought maybe the river that's running through this little area of buildings, it's coming from the pond and then like flowing into the gulch, is that what that's called back there? But that's kind of what the vision was. I used a lot of the bistro kit in this build because honestly I haven't really built a lot with the bistro kit, and that's another thing that I've been really enjoying with building these buildings, because I have built I think 2 others by the time that this one is going out, or at least while I'm doing the voiceover for it. I've built 2 other businesses, and it's really been fun for me because I've been able to push myself with using packs that I haven't built with before. Okay, brief potty training interruption. While I was not posting online, my child decided that my toddler, I should say, he decided that he doesn't take naps anymore. So I will have to be finding time to play other than nap time. So it'll be quite the adventure for all of us. Anyway, back to the build. So one of the things that was broken in my game was I couldn't register my business like at all when Businesses and Hobbies first came out. It would break my game. I was not able to use it. The like toggling for just like setting room boundaries wasn't even a thing when Businesses and Hobbies first came out for me. So I needed to pause for a second here before I did anything else with this build, before I got like too far into it, because I actually made this entire build 3 different times before this time because it just wouldn't work. And so I kept like bulldozing it, trying it again, bulldozing it, trying it again. So I needed to see if I could even get it to work this time around before I went any further, because if I couldn't and I spent all my time building it again, I would have freaked out. So luckily it did work this time around. I was able to set where I want the residential, where I want the business only, and where I want like the business, what is that called? Where I wanted like the actual business to be. Luckily I was able to set that, and it actually does work. I did gameplay and test it out, and it did actually work, which is super, super awesome. I'm really glad that whatever bug fixes they needed to fix, they got fixed, because now I can actually play my game. Another weird like glitch that I was having, and this is kind of also why this took so much longer, because in reality, like I said, I built this like 3 different times already, and Businesses and Hobbies came out in like what, in the spring sometime. So honestly, I was ready to like have videos going and like building stuff in Newcrest way back in the spring, like when Businesses and Hobbies first came out. And another glitch that I was having that like just like completely broke my game was I wasn't aware that you couldn't have like a residential rental and a business like together at the same time. It makes sense why you can't, but at the same time it also makes sense like why you can't. But I didn't realize that you couldn't do that. And so the first time I tried to build it, I tried to make it so there was like specifically businesses on the bottom and apartments up top. Can't do that, and it fully broke my game, and it made it so I couldn't even access my lot. Like I couldn't go there at all to like edit it or anything. So I basically had to like hard reset my game multiple times. And then the family that I made, which wasn't actually originally this family, it was actually a different family, but the family that I originally made to be in this game just completely was gone. Like, couldn't find them. They weren't in the world anymore. They were in my gallery, which was great because I still had them, but like I didn't have access to them on that lot anymore. But it also wasn't saying that it was like available to buy, if that makes sense. So like my game was fully broken and unplayable for a while. So I'm glad, like I said, that some bug fixes were made. I thought that it would be fun and cute if this little cafe had like little seating area outside where you could like also eat outside, because at the diner that I worked at in high school, we had that vibe as well. And it was really fun. And I think that like with the outdoor atmosphere, with the pond by you and like the river and stuff, like it would be super cute to just like go and eat like, I don't know, like a grilled cheese by the river and just have a really fun, beautiful time out in nature. You'll also see me working with landscaping a lot. I really enjoyed doing the landscaping for this build and also all of the builds on this lot. So you'll see a lot of landscaping throughout this series, and I'm not even mad about that. Hopefully you guys aren't. While I'm doing some landscaping though, let me kind of give you like a life update, I guess, on why I kind of vanished since February. So not to get like too into like too much, because I do want to keep my private life private, as much as I possibly can. But the private life or the personal life, I should say, my personal life got very personal around April, or sorry, not April, around February. And it just kind of got to the point for me where I didn't even know if I would like be able to have access to this computer. And I really want to do Sims content or like gaming content because it's really fun for me. And I've gotten into this before, but I do think that this is something that I could be very good at. I think that I'm an entertaining enough person to watch. Maybe that's me being delusional, but I think that I am. I think that I'm a good time. But yeah, in February, life got really real and really hard. So I took a break for a second. I took a break for many reasons. Took a break for my mental health, just to kind of figure out where life was taking us next and going through like the next steps of whatever life was going to bring to us at that time. So I took a break and that was honestly kind of that. Like I said, I'm not going to go into too much detail. And I should have made different content besides The Sims, but at the time, like I could have done like Stardew Valley content or something because I do love to play Stardew Valley, or I could have done like Animal Crossing or some other kind of cozy game because I very much am a cozy game girly. But at the time, our Switch is like, it's connected to our ex-brother-in-law now. So we kind of like borrowed his games, and he was the one that originally owned like Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing on the Switch. And so when him and my sister-in-law split, we no longer have access to his games, which is totally understandable, and I'm not upset about that at all. But at the time, it was kind of like, I don't know if I should be posting Sims content, but I also can't really post anything with like my Switch or anything either. So in the future, if anything like that happens, like the game breaks or anything, I definitely will do some kind of other gaming content, because I don't want to not work on this channel. I definitely do. I definitely want to make it a priority, but my first priority always and forever is going to be my family. So I do definitely put them first above anything else, and that includes like my channel or any kind of video that I might be working on. So that is kind of what's been going on with me. I know that doesn't really say much about anything that's been going on. Just know that I've been working a lot on myself, a lot on my mental health, and just making sure that my family is okay. And I think that that is more important than posting a video at the time. But yeah, like I said, this is still a priority for me. I still would love to grow this channel, grow my community with The Sims as a whole. I do plan on posting, not like probably in a lot of detail, just because I don't want to go back and relive certain things that I have been through, but I do want to share my story in some capacity. Maybe it'll be on YouTube eventually, but for now I'm going to leave a lot of that content on to TikTok. So if you are interested in following any of my story, then you can go ahead and check out my TikTok as well. And I also am going to be posting like craft stuff and stuff like that, and I think I kind of want to integrate that onto this channel as well. Not as much as the gaming content, but I'm very much a cozy girl at heart. And I am a stay-at-home mom with my boys. I love my boys more than anything. We're thriving. We're doing great. Everything is good over here on this end. I did just need to take time for me, and then the game broke, and then but now we're here again. So, you know, I'm not a big creator at all. So, like, I don't get like all the Sims content and stuff that like the big creators and stuff have. So, but you know, I'll get there one day. I'm manifesting it. I will become this will be my job. That's the goal. I want to help support my kids and also my husband because he went to medical school. We were kind of, told as kids, just as millennials, like, do we need to go to school so that you can provide? And then economy kind of screwed us over. So he's stressed about money a lot. I've been doing kind of odds and ends jobs to kind of like help out as much as I can, but this is the one thing that I feel the most passionate about. And I know, especially from like my family and stuff, a lot of people think that it's insane that I even want to try to do something like this, because it is more high risk, I would say, because like you're in a sense like wasting your time filming and editing and doing stuff like this. But in my mind, or in my perspective, like, I'm already playing The Sims, so like you might as well give it a shot, you know what I mean? Like, this isn't really anything new for me, especially if it's for like a build or something. I can just turn on my OBS and record my screen and then voice over it later, speed it up. It's really not that deep. It's really not that difficult. So if I can make it work and help to be able to support my family, then that would be my dream come true, honestly, so that I can stay home with my kids and be the best mom for them. That's all that I ever want to be. And I just want them to have, a better childhood than what I essentially had. So, everything that I do, especially like here on this channel or anything really, is for my husband and for my kids. So yeah, I feel like that got a little deep, but we can get back to the build now. That was just kind of like my life catch up. So we are almost done with this build. You kind of watched me while I was rambling do the apartment. We will tour the build once I'm done with the speed build portion. These rooms that I'm working on right now, this like maroony pink one and the green one, are going to be Eileen and Elijah's kids. They have a boy and they have a girl, and they also own businesses here. Their daughter is essentially going to be owning a nightclub, and their son is going to be owning a pottery and painting studio, because you can't have businesses and hobbies without having the pottery studio. So we'll get to those builds later. We're going to focus on Elijah and Eileen's house and their business first. But I really wanted to make their rooms feel like it was theirs. I wanted it to feel like it was lived in and cared for by these Sims. And then when they moved on or moved away, maybe they went to college, when they moved on, their room kind of still stayed as theirs, if that makes sense. And then I also gave Elijah, and Eileen essentially, but Elijah's kind of like the main owner of the cafe, but I also gave them a office. And I am obsessed with how this office turned out. I'm really proud of myself, because I also, in a sense, like, since I built this build 4 different times at this point, I got to play around a lot of different like tips and tricks with The Sims that I've never tried before. And I feel like I've become, this is going to sound so silly, but I feel like I have become a much better builder in The Sims, just because I had to like repeat and do this build over and over so many times. And each time I did it, I feel like it got a little bit easier and a little bit better. And I wanted to try my best to do a little more different things. So I'm really excited on how this turned out. And since we just got done with the speed build portion, let's go ahead and tour the actual build, shall we? So this is Newcrest, for any of you who don't know. Oh, you can't even see it because of my face. Hold on. Let me go away for a second. Goodbye. This is Newcrest right here. I believe it's in base game. When I originally started playing The Sims, this wasn't in base game. I think it came out in like an update, because I got The Sims 4 when it originally came out. And I was actually still in high school when this came out. So, but when I first got the game, I'm pretty sure it was just Willow Creek and Oasis Springs. And like now look at how many worlds that there are. That's amazing. But anyway, yes, we're playing here in Willow Creek. It's a blank canvas place, and like I said, there's going to be spoilers. But this is, oh, you can see the names of the other ones that I've made. Oh no. Okay, well that's fine. You just know, you know what to expect for the other videos, and maybe you'll be enticed to come back. Let's go ahead and tour this. I'm going to tour it in build mode instead of live mode. Hopefully that's okay. Just so everything can be like nice and green, because the season right now is winter, and so all the plants and greenery are dead. So, okay. But let's go ahead and tour this. Look at how cute it is. I even added like fun little like roof decorations. Like there's like an AC vent and like another vent thing, and like this is where like their smoke would come out, because I don't remember if I put a fireplace in there or not, but that's kind of essentially where like, or like if the heater, the like steam and stuff, that's where that would come out. But also look at how beautiful this is at nighttime with all of the lights. I put string lights out on the outside where like the outside dining is, all of the beautiful flowers. So pretty. So essentially Eileen is kind of the, I don't want to say groundskeeper, but she definitely is the one that in the storyline that I'm going with these people, she's the one that kind of has like she's the plant lover. she has all of these, she's the landscaper of this, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, okay, let's go ahead and start this out. So here's the bridge. I honestly edited this out of the speed build because this took me way too long, but honestly it paid off. I love how that looks with all the string lights on the bridge, and it's on the other bridge on the other side too. All right, I might have to go down. Hold on. Okay, look how pretty. So like you would like walk across this bridge, and you're like under the lights with all the trees, and you have all these lights and like hanging the lanterns in that tree. And then you would walk through, you could sit here and eat, have a grilled cheese, have a little hot chocolate or coffee, lemonade, whatever you want. This is the thing that I'm talking about, this little creek area. Is that what you would call this, as a creek? This is what we're pretending that this river essentially flows into. Obviously I can't make it actually flow into it, but we're pretending that all of this water connects to each other. That's what we're doing. But okay, look how pretty. So cute. I have the little open close sign in here, and then we're going to go ahead and pop the walls down for just a second. You come in, and maybe Elijah played saxophone at one point. They have like an old school record player, which I think is such a fun touch. Their menu is over here. They have a bar. This is kind of like a, it's called Riverback Cafe, but it's kind of essentially like a pub. So like you can order like a nice frosted beer or something here if you wanted to. And then they have their kitchen over here. I've actually never played with any of this stuff. This stuff is from like Get to Work and like Dine Out and stuff like that. I've never played with it, so I'm excited to play with it eventually. So like maybe this is a picture of like Eileen when they were younger, first dating, or maybe like first married or something. So I feel like, I don't know, I kind of wanted this cafe to feel like an ode to them, you know what I mean? Like they were the starters of the builds that are on this lot, so I wanted it to feel kind of like that, like you're stepping into like a grandparent's house basically, and like staying for lunch. So then we're gonna go upstairs. Obviously there's the staircase. So this is where Eileen and Elijah live, and I tried to make this very cozy and like grandpa-y as well. They have a ton of pictures you can see. I feel like maybe when they were younger they loved to travel, like the older TV, just kind of more like older style furniture, because I don't know about your guys' grandparents, but my grandparents, they definitely have like this kind of vibe in their house. But then like someone was reading a book, they left their glasses here in their mug. Just very cute, very homey. They have a cheese candle. I do not remember putting a cheese candle in here, but there's a cheese candle. So maybe their house smells like cheddar. But then their kitchen, I feel like their kitchen turned out really, really cute. I've never really played with this kit. It's, what is it, the Country Kitchen kit? Is that what it is? I've never really played with it a ton. And I don't know, I just kind of felt like Eileen would love a cute little quaint little kitchen. I thought it was very cute. We have some cereal boxes up here, like a bag of groceries. Maybe they just went grocery shopping. Some cute little plants. And we have all the decorations. A cookie jar, of course. Grandmas always give their grandkids sugar and then send them back to their parents. So we oven mitts because obviously she's baking them cookies, you know. Oh look, it looks like somebody in between like live mode and stuff of me building, they shaped the bonsai tree in the shape of a heart. That's adorable. And it also is doubling as a library. But I love how I decorated their desk as if there's like maybe like payroll or something and like tax files and stuff, and that's why they have like this big filing cabinet, a bonsai tree. And then we have a stack of books for someone to read with tea time. I think it's very fun. And apparently somebody ate some cookies while they were here in between live mode and build mode. So I also gave them a balcony out the back, just so they can like barbecue, maybe plant some more plants. Just come hang out, you know, vibe. And then we go upstairs one more time. And it's open to the downstairs, and then it's just kind of a hallway. And then we have their daughter's old room. I feel like this looks very like lived in. Definitely like someone used to live in here is kind of what I was going for. And same with their son. Yeah, and his is a little bit more like maybe he has like pottery from high school, because I don't know about you guys, but like my high school had a pottery class and it was really fun. The teacher was kind of cranky though. But I figured maybe that was kind of like his first starter potteries, and then they just kind of got left there. But that is the build. This is the Riverback Cafe in its glory. I am excited to show you the rest of the build eventually. Let me show you it in daytime, since we kind of saw it in the nighttime. I think in the nighttime this place just looks very magical. But here it is in the daytime. I think she's cute. Oh, she looks so good, especially with all the plants. I did try to make the plants fit the environment around it. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this build. This is the first installment of building Newcrest. I'm excited to take you guys on this journey with me of building. You guys are excited as well. Let me give you guys a friendly reminder once again to subscribe down below so that you don't miss any other builds from me. I do have an episode of Tiny Halloween Town. Before I had my hiatus and kind of went off the face of YouTube, I did record and film and edit a Tiny Halloween Town with Rika and her wife. So I do have that. I think I'm going to be posting that one next week. And then after that, I had AI build me like a fairy house, since The Sims 4 recently announced that they're bringing out a fairy pack. So I kind of want to see if I can take an AI build and bring it to The Sims 4. And I think it'll be perfect, since fairies are coming out. We can make a little fairy house together. So if you're interested in any of those, then definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button down below so that you don't miss a single thing. Thank you guys so much for listening to me rant. Not necessarily rant, just like chat. Thanks for listening to me ramble on. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys very soon. Okay? Bye everyone.